Here we go. Do a couple things here. This be pretty good. There we go. Everyone's having a good night. Here we go. We got the draft. Draft is here. Obviously running behind. That's just kind of the way I work. So we'll see how this all goes. Hope to see. Oh, I got to turn that down. Here we go. It should be pretty good. Get to see the backdrop behind me. Get to see the sun go away between the how it goes. It's just the best look I kind of got for this. So thought I'd do it. Thought I'd do it this way. Let's see if we can get in here. Couple seconds behind. Probably too much of a delay. What do you do, though? This is a learning experience for me, as always. If you guys can, try not to spoil picks, right, in the chat. Some people don't have a chance to watch this stuff via, TV and stuff, so this might be their only way of watching it. So just try not to tip off the picks until we kind of talk about it in here. But yeah, hopefully you guys are enjoying this. If you're in the chat, let me know you're here. Say hello. I turn some of that down. I actually had to put some stuff away behind the camera. So we'll see how this goes. Also, my tripod, I have it on a table behind my laptop and stuff. But one of the legs is on the couch. So I'm waiting to see one of the cats knock it over in a typical cat fashion. So let's see what we got here. There's 5 of you guys in here? Jeez Louise. Again, let me know. Say hi. We'll have a little bit of a chat throughout this. Let me know who you're a fan of. Should be pretty good. So, draft night. I guess I could almost. Can I add stuff while I'm doing? Probably, right? You almost think. You'd think I'd be able to do this, right? I have no idea. Once again, we're learning on the fly for all of this stuff. I got some cool graphics coming up for this thing. I'll drop that up there. Actually, don't like that. I'm going to take that down. What's up, Mitch? Got Mitch in here. Why are they on the clock? Should be seconds. Yeah, they're. I don't think it's gonna be much. I love Barbashev signing with the Knights. I think that's a smart move for them. Getting him for $5 million a year. I know. You just saw a guy like Timo Meier go for 8.8. Pretty sure I'd rather Ivan Barbashev for $5 million a year over Nico. Was it Timo Meier? I think it was Timo Meier, right? 8.8. Yeah, I'd take a Barbashev over that any day of the week. You kind of saw what he can do when he gets those top 6 minutes. So yeah, they got to drag this on though, Mitch. That's the thing you got to realize about the draft is they got to drag all of this on, right? This has to become a great big long production, everything else. So should be pretty good though. Let's see here. Kind of want to switch some stuff up here. Let's see if we can do that. I also get pizza for this whole thing. My cat's up on one of the stools, and he is hunting that pizza down. He has no idea where it is, but he is looking hard. Get away from all that. Can I use that? Is that going to work? Maybe we'll do this instead. Ta-da! Getting fancy. So long before I get a copyright strike for that. The joys of all this. Yep, there's one of the cats. I was waiting to see how long it took before he went all crazy. You guys can't see him. He's being just hanging out right next to that piece of the couch. We got Ross Colton for a second round pick. I think that's fine, right? You still get a first for Alex Newhook. Obviously, there's like a 4-year age difference. He's 26 compared to Newhook that's 22. But still, it's not too bad. I don't have any product to rip tonight. I planned on getting product to rip for tonight, and then I ended up having to work late, and my local card shop closed at 6. So I didn't get a chance to get any product to rip tonight. I was hoping to, but just not the chance. There's guys talking over here. See if I can put it up enough that the mic can't pick it up, but I can still hear what's going on. We got some trivia. Who was the first ever player selected by the Nashville Predators in the NHL draft? Oh, they just ruined it. It's David Legwand, by the way. In what round did the Nashville Predators franchise pick Pecorine? First, third, fifth, or eighth? Yeah, it's eighth. See, it's a longer one. And those are really quick. So, Mitch, you're an Avalanche fan. Let me know who you guys are a fan of in here. Should be a good little stream. Like I said, get a couple things going on for this. I'll have some audio clips for stuff. You guys will see. Nothing too crazy, but for one of my first live streams where I'm actually doing stuff in here, might not be too bad. So. No, I don't want to do that. Barry Trotz trying to get in top 10. Have to pull my phone up once in a while to get some insider news. I should have been some of the cool kids out there and should have got like some guests and stuff for this. Who knows? Maybe I'll pull something up out of my pocket later on. Oh, that's adorable. My brother's dogs. Again, the joys of looking through your phone as you're trying to work here. We had another comment. Who's that? Dangies. What's up? Go Hawks, go. Man, Dangies, you got to be pretty excited right now. Pierre Forsberg is why I'm for. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. So, Mitch, I'm 35. I was like Patrick Waugh. I love the goalie position. I played later on, like once, like well built, like past him ever coming into the league and obviously like, everything like that. But Patrick Waugh is my reason. Like I just saw Patrick Waugh and I was like, this guy is awesome. And then it's just like the new team and the logo and everything else. I didn't really have my mom's old boyfriend at the time. He was a Montreal fan. That would have been probably right around the time. Probably Colorado would have came, I think, before that. So, like I said, I became an Avalanche fan because of all that. Pretty exciting times for me. And then obviously got spoiled early on, kind of like Vegas, right? You win the Stanley Cup. You're super competitive for the first, however long. Had a little bit of a drought there, obviously. And then now it's 1 year away from all of it. I still say, and I said it multiple times now, if the whole Big Val thing doesn't happen, I think there's a good chance that Colorado, really pushes for even this year. But obviously Landeskog going out kind of didn't help with any of that. You're hoping to get that guy back, and you don't really make the necessary trades at the time to get anybody. But yeah, Mitch, Patrick Waugh is my favorite. I should pull it up. Oh, grab him. I'll show you. This is my early, this is a young man's collection over here. Louise. Nice. Cats, cards, and collectibles. Yeah, so my early days of collecting. So I have a complete set here of O2 Opeachy. So nothing crazy there. And I've checked all these, like there's no real value to any of them. But as a young kid, I used to go into like my local hobby shop. I just want to pull this up to here so I can really see it. So there's my like early days, right? You go in, you buy a thing for $1 or $2, whatever it might have been. Right, so just like base cards for the most part. Some old Montreal cards. What else do I got in here? And then a couple more. But once again, just cool little cards for me. Some Super Joe. Some Sean Burke. I thought Sean Burke was cool. I loved Eric Comrie. It's like a lot of goalies though. Again. And the Young Guns. Probably my first ever Young Guns was that guy right there. Colorado Avalanche legend, Jordan Kristanovich. So that was probably my first ever Young Gun, to be honest. Yeah, so that's my original collection from when I was a kid. Still has an NHL logo at the top, the old one. Got a couple smiley faces on it. It's all faded. Yeah, bunch of. Again, that's the original collection right there, along with a bunch of other junk wax and stuff. So nice Black Diamond Retro 99. Nice, that's awesome. So here we go. We're into it now. What we got here? Talking about Roman Josi. Pecorine. Oh, there you go. Poyle, Pecorine, Roman Josi. Oh, what a couple just absolute studs. Absolute studs here. Pecorine and Roman Josi. Josi with the button down, just enough to show some chest there. There you go. Couple absolute studs. Like I said, I'm assuming you guys will be behind by 20, 30 seconds. I can look at what I see on here compared to what I see here, so we'll sync it up here. So I know a lot of people do this for streams when they're watching football or hockey and stuff. They're doing watch along. Sometimes they'll do kind of a cue mark. So I'll probably do that here in a second, where I'll kind of say, okay, we'll count it down. This just happened. So in 5, 4, 3, 2, and then we'll do something like that. So what's going on here? What's going on? See you guys in here. Say hello. Say what's up. Hopefully a full night. Might do a little video here too, just on the old socials. Right? I think you're supposed to do that, right? Promote yourself. Oh, so he just said, thank you, Roman and Pekka. That was Gary Bettman. You can do better than that. The first pick. See, The mystery of who does Chicago take? Live right now on the YouTube channel. Come check me out. Let's go. See what we got here. A nice look. Looks like my Forsberg PZ. I have XY die cut, probably less than 20 copies. That's a heck of a thing if you get something with less than 20 copies of an absolute legend like Peter Forsberg. I'm gonna have to redo that video. That's fine. You guys don't mind hearing me say it more than once. Here we go. Wait for the pick to be in, then you guys are. Let's see what we can get going on here. Bedard just hanging out. Oh, the Kyle. If any of you guys didn't see this, you can find it on like Twitter with Penalty Box Radio. A couple other places have shared it. It's these guys went out and they're interviewing people on the street, asking like hockey questions to like randoms. Lance, I wouldn't be surprised. Scheifele, I think, has to go. I think you just restart it. My thought process has always been though with goalies, if you got a good one, keep them. Like, you know Hellebuck's good. Like a good goalie is gonna save you so much headaches, right? You're just gonna be searching for that goalie. You can find wingers, you can find defensemen, you can find everything else, but man, oh man, like it's so hard to find a goalie. Oh, the pick is in. You know what that means? We got good audio. Don't know. That's my thing. I get a little audio. I was trying to find like a cool little thing to put for audio. That's the best one I could come up with. I don't think that's half bad though. There's Kyle Davison. Good job, Dave Boyle. Or Dave Poyle, sir. Oh, that's why that's doing that. It's probably actually pretty good. No way. Connor Bedard. No, obviously. There you go. Connor Bedard. First overall pick. Joins the likes of Connor McDavid and Austin Matthews and Nathan McKinnon and Sidney Crosby and all these other guys. And see if he can be the next generational talent, the next guy that leads his team to a Stanley Cup. So we'll have to wait to see if he can do it. Got here. Commodore taking off the jacket. Got the brown belt, like the brown belt with the blue pants. There you go. What an absolute stud. To get the flow going. It's finally hitting him. It's one of those things. You can be up there for however long, and it still just hits you every time when it's like, oh wow, like this is happening. I'm up here. I'm doing this. So it's awesome for him. Do another video here just for the socials, but live over on YouTube. You guys want to go check us out. Connor Bedard, to nobody's surprise, goes first overall. Now the draft really starts. And we're off and going. See who the Ducks take, the Blue Jackets, the Sharks, everybody else. Link right below. Go check it out. Come see. There we go. Look at us adding stuff. I'm being productive over here. Boom. Thank you guys for tuning in. Like I said, I'm going to watch it. It's one of those things. I joke around all the time. The reason why I started this channel was because I am going to open cards anyways. I'm going to do stuff, prep stuff for grading. I'm going to, check out my cards when they're back from grading, go to these card shows, all this stuff. I'm going to do it anyways. So I might as well, enjoy it with other people. So that's exactly what we're doing right now. We're going to enjoy this with other people. You guys get to sit here, talk it over, talk about the draft picks, who you think you should go. If you guys know somebody, if one of these guys plays for your local hometown and you're like, man, I love, like for me, it's Morin, defenseman for the Wildcats. Probably won't go tonight. I'd be pretty excited if he does. I think he's got the talent to be a first round pick, but if he got drafted, I would start talking about him, right? So if you guys, any of these guys play for your local team, or you saw these guys play, in juniors, etc., let me know. Put it in there. So we'll get, we're going to switch it up here. No longer on the clock are the Chicago Blackhawks. They've already got their guy. So now we're on the Anaheim Ducks. There we go. Let's get some graphics going on here. Got some switching some stuff up as we go through. Pretty excited about this. Let NHL 2.51 points per game. Can you imagine? Just imagine being that good at hockey. Just absolutely wild. Just absolutely crazy. There you go. Bedard. No highlight tape for him. Could put him up in the corner here. I could put him up there, right? I can put him up there. You guys know who Connor Bedard is. I'm not that fancy. I don't got logos or videos of all these guys. Also don't want to have that taken down on me, so. Let's see what we can get here. The draft starts now. I said, this is where it starts. It's pretty exciting times. Should be Adam Fantilli, right? But who knows? Could change. Could be somebody else. Give me 2 seconds, guys. I just want to pull this over. Not a sponsor, but I need my Pepsi. Oh, jeez Louise. So we got any Ducks fans in here? Is that any of you guys in here a Ducks fan? Ducks for me, it's one of those things that was. I don't really remember them as a wild, with the Wild Wing logo and stuff. I remember the Mighty Ducks cartoon though. That thing was crazy. But for me, it's your Getzlavs. It's obviously Solani and Korea. I was super young for them, so I remember them a little bit there. But it wasn't for me, it's a lot of Getzlav and Perry and obviously Solani at the back. But the start of them, I don't really remember a whole lot just because I was younger. But yeah, exceptional status players going drafted first overall. Tavares, Ekblad, McDavid, now Bedard. Not in there. Shane Wright, didn't make it. Also, man, we are way behind. How far behind is this? Oh, that's 45 seconds behind that. There we go. There you go. So we get here. Number 2 overall, Bobby Ryan. Bobby Ryan was so good. Obviously dealt with a lot of other stuff. Early on, Bobby Ryan. You just to remember how good he was is wild. That big goal where he deep behind everybody and then up on the the backboards, like Bobby Ryan was unreal. Then obviously dealt with some stuff, but yeah. On the clock. Let's see what we get here. Thank you guys. Bolts fan here. Bolts. Michael, don't hate on me. Okay, that's all I ask. Yeah, sorry, you went 2 in a row. You can't even be angry. Yes, 3 would have been nice, but 2 in a row is pretty good. Just you can't even hate me that much. For last year, I don't think. Wasn't really a whole lot of. Like I said, at the end of it, there was a little bit. Perry's just Perry, right? Perry's just being himself, being that guy. But let me know how the audio is, guys. If it's too low, if you want me to talk louder. I'm a loud guy anyways, but just let me know if you think the volume has to be louder or whatnot. Same as any of the stuff I did. Oh, the pick is in. 1 second. Ready? Pat Verbeek. Leo Carlson. So it's not Adam Fantilli. Wow. Okay, 1 second. I'm going to put that up. In too low? Perfect. We'll put that up. Let me know if I'm too loud now. I have it set for when I do the card videos, and then I can just edit the volume afterwards. So there you go. Put the volume up. Wow, Leo Carlson. He's a winger, right? Projected to be a center. He's 6'2", I think, already. Big boy. When I started hearing them talk about it, I could hear that it wasn't like college. I could hear something else. I was like, oh no. Wow. No way. That's wild. So this, like I said, the draft really tonight starts at pick number 2. Pick number 2. Wow. No, Michael, I did not expect that either. That's crazy. I did not see that coming. I thought they've been talking about Will Smith, I think it is. Just going up the draft charts like super high in the last like couple days. People are in love with him. I thought maybe him, if anything. But wow, there you go. Leo Carlson, Swedish forward. I guess I could pull up some info on these guys. Leo Carlson. Hockey DBs. We're going to get all of our information right here. 44 games in the Swedish Hockey League for Örebro. 10 goals, 15 assists for 25 points. That's an 18-year-old. 6'3", 198 pounds is what they have. And they already have it updated. These guys are good. Hockey DB already has it updated that he's drafted by the Anaheim Ducks, 2nd overall. That's impressive. Hey, round of applause for Hockey DB, ladies and gentlemen. Round of applause. That is quick. So there we go. Mine is like the Matvei Michkov. I'm really wondering who's going to take him and who's going to be okay with him not really coming into the league for so long. You know what I mean? Like somebody's got to be really okay with that guy not being, in the league for 3 years, right? People compare it to Kaprizov. Obviously, Kaprizov took a little bit longer. But, I think Michkov would be, how old's Michkov? He's 18 years old. So he's going to be 21 when he come into the league, essentially, instead. But there we go. So off the clock is the Ducks. Now we get Columbus. It's kind of told you guys. I guess my logo's up here. Logo's up there. I'm doing some fancy stuff. Gonna talk it up on the clock. See, I got the logo. It's a high quality production over here, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, that's crazy, Michael. That's wild. Here we go. Draft starts at 2. I've been saying it for a while. Draft starts at 2. See what happens. So Let me know if the audio is good now too, guys. Once again, I turned it up, so see if that's good now. Leo Carlson, what's that? Well, simple. What's that? WWW on the front logo? I don't know what that is. It's a well simple. Some kind of logo. The 30th patch. That's not bad. You can do like a patch every like 5 years. Like a 25-year patch, like a 10-year patch, a 25-year patch. I think that stuff's good. I don't know. I think you need a 25, a 30, a 35, a 40. I don't think you need a patch for every one of those. Just my own opinion, though. But here, I'll turn up the last little bit. That might be it. That might be it. I think that's it. That's it. I think I can't go any louder. I'll just have to talk louder into the mic as a person. I don't think anyone's ever accused me of being a quiet person, but we'll okay, here we go. Once again, the audio is in because the pick is in. Pick is in. Who they hit? I don't know if they thought Fantilli was going to be there. Is Fantilli this year's like Shane Wright where he falls down to like 4 or 5? About to find out. Thought he's going second overall. John Davidson. Perfect. There we go. Have a party to all their watch party fans. I wonder how many watch party fans they get from Columbus. Let's see what we get. Oh, okay, there it is. Fantilli. Adam Fantilli. So my graphic was wrong, by the way. My graphic had him in the jersey for the Ducks. No. I was wrong. I just wanted to add somebody else into it. Most people wouldn't know what Adam Fantilli looks like anyway. So there we go. Adam Fantilli goes third overall. Doesn't take the same route as a Shane Wright where he falls 4 or 5, down to 4 or a couple of spots. So only drops in one spot from where a lot of people thought he was. Loving the suit. That like purpley color, looking pretty good for the kid. What's on the inside of that jacket too? Some red and blue on the inside of the jacket. Maybe he thought he was going to the Blue Jackets. That's a nice inside of the jacket. Got the under vest. It's looking good. The tie. Sweet flows too from all these young fellas. I tell you right now, do not have those sweet flows anymore, ladies and gentlemen. I get a little bit of a I got a little bit of a hairdo, but she's getting a little, no bald spots, but I just got thin hair. It doesn't help me any. Not like these guys. These kids, 18 years old, life's all ahead of them. Looking pretty good. The draft is slow. This is at least faster than like the NFL draft. We would still be like listening to Roger Goodell if this was the NFL draft. This is, guys taking the full 10 minutes for the NFL draft, I think? 10 minutes? It's a long go. Oh, excuse me. At some points I might have to mute myself. I might have to chow down on some food. I was rushing back home and picked up some pizza. That took longer than I expected. Dropped in at, once again, not a sponsor, Little Caesars. I'm like, okay, it's hot and ready. Like 7 o'clock my time. Was not hot and ready. Had to wait 15 minutes for it or whatever. So that screwed up my plans. Made me late for this, everything else, but your boy needed some food. So the old man getting emotional. I think, how many early mornings at the rink has that father seen, right? How much time has that guy put into, helping this kid's dream come true? 6'2", 195. Well, we'll pull up some Adam Fantilli stats here. Adam Fantilli won the Hobie Baker, right? Won the Hobie Baker for the University of Michigan. I think he's going back again for one more year. I believe is what's happening with him. 36 games, 65 points, 30 goals, 35 assists. So 65 points in 36 games in college as an 18-year-old. That is unheard of. He did, once again, the only thing with him is he didn't really play too crazy at the World Juniors. Just I think people were hoping to see a little more out of him. I still had 5 points, 2 goals, 3 assists in 7 games. But I think obviously you watch what Connor Bedard does, and he lights it up and puts 20 whatever points in and everything else. I think you expect that's what you're going to see out of him. But out of him too, where he's labeled as the next guy. But switching up, we got the San Jose Sharks. See if they're going to stick there. Why can't I figure this out? Boom, boom, boom. There you go. If you didn't know, part of the stick that's missing between the mouth, that's where the San Jose Sharks choke every year. I can say that. Surprised none of these guys take the NBA route with the crazy suits. Yeah, I don't know. It's the bow tie. I like bow ties. I'm a big fan of I don't wear them myself. Too big of a neck on this guy. It's the joys of being a large human being. My neck is fairly large. Bow tie probably wouldn't work on me, but a couple guys. They get the cool inside of the jacket, right? They still get the cool lining. Like I seen Fantilli there. He had something cool. Cool to kind of show it off, I guess. Maybe with what's on the inside of it, but Fantilli, yeah. So he had that, and then he played in the World Championship. He had a big hit, I'm pretty sure, right? In the elimination rounds. But in 10 games in the World Championship this year, had 1 goal, 2 assists. The same thing, like just not any crazy production for them. 29 penalty minutes. I think that was mostly from that hit, because I think you got like a 10-minute game misconduct and like a 5-minute probably for charging or something like that. He probably got a bunch of penalty minutes on that one. What else did he get? Plus minus was a +3. So yeah, that's good. Said tons of points. So 65 points, 67 penalty minutes though. So he's got not afraid to get the penalty minutes here. USHL had 93 penalty minutes in 54 games for the Chicago Steel. So yeah, definitely not a stranger to that penalty box. Maybe it gives them. We got Greer, Patty Marleau coming up behind him. Pick is in. I got to do 1 second. These guys are flying over here. Pick is in. Here we go. Terrible timing right there. That's it's good. Decided to go with a different little music. I found that somewheres and it sounded pretty good. Here you go, Mike Greer. Everyone congratulating Poyle. Will Smith, or is it going to be I think they should take Michkov. Michkov? Patty Marleau making the pick. Here we go. Patty Marleau. Oh, there you go. They take Will Smith. Will Smith. Getting jiggy with it down in San Jose. Yeah, national development team. He had 42 points in 20 games for the USHL. So 15 goals, 27 assists, 20 penalty minutes, and was a plus 18. So he is 6 feet tall, 181 pounds, out of Lexington, Mass. So got what do you got here? You got a blue suit going on, pink tie, little pink handkerchief thing in the pocket. Another cool, a bunch of US in the inside of that. Trying to see the lining on that. Hard to see. It's like a 70-inch TV in front of me, and I still have a hard time seeing stuff. Getting old, ladies and gentlemen, getting old. So there we go. Committed to Boston College. I think he's going to go there for 1 year or 2 years. That's the thing in this. Like, I know Michkov's a little while out, but like, man, that kid is supposed to be so good. So there we go. San Jose Sharks. Will Smith. Another good salad. Another good salad. Is it Coldplay is his favorite song? He's got a Coldplay song as his favorite? I don't know if I trust this kid. I think it's Coldplay, but look at that teal. Oh, he's got a big noggin. They didn't adjust it proper. There you go. Not sure about they're okay hats, I guess. Will Smith. Some good chiclets on him. First pick in the fourth pick overall in the first round. There you go. Boys are excited. The boys are buzzing, as they would say. Yeah. So just under 6 feet tall. Let's see, he's got some moves here. Offensive minded. Stops up, a little deep, little dangle. Yeah, it's an okay goal, but that's not what you want to see. That's not a bad little goal. Here you go. Got the cage on. There we go. So nothing too crazy. At least none of the big guys are sliding yet. Get the cat behind me. What's up, Ireland? Do you want to come say hi to everybody? Montreal. So we gotta switch this out. Going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Boom. The Montreal Canadiens logo now. Tell you. High class production over here. Best thing I think about the NHL draft too is you get this, right? You get all the tables. If guys want to talk trades and stuff, you're just talking in person. You know, rather than these draft rooms. Plus you get all the kids walking up, like just so much better. NHL does the best for a lot of stuff. Trophy presentation, the best, right? Definitely the best. You know, give it to the owner and everybody else last, right? Give that thing right to the players that want it. Let them skate around with it. Then you give it to owners and everybody else. But yeah, who do you guys think right now? Let me know who you think Montreal's going to take. They got the pick. 1 second. The logo change. I got to go. Led the NHL with 130 points from rookies this past year. Pick is in, but they have not made their way up to this. What are they doing up there? The pick is in. Why are they getting up to walk up? Weird, right? You think like they gotta wait for Gary Bettman to wave him up, I guess, maybe? I don't know. Who knows? Let me know who you guys think Montreal's taking here, though. Is it going to be... I get the draft order here. NHL mock draft. Who's everyone got them taken? So Bedard. They had Fantilli. No. Carlson going to the Blue Jackets. Will Smith going from both these guys to the Sharks. One guy's got Michkov. One's got defenseman David Reinbacher. Caden Gooley, Wi-Fi. Who else have I been pulling lately for young guys from Montreal? Dalibor Dvorsky, Ryan Leonard, Axel Sandin Palika. Lots of chances over here. Lots of great names. Let's see who they take. Oh, Carey Price going up to make the pick. Oh, he just butchered the kid's name. The kid's got no chance. David Reinbacher. The kid's got no chance going forward. He just had his name brutalized by Carey Price. Carey Price just absolutely blanking on it. Oh, no. Oh, that is terrible. Hello. Oh, my God. What are you freaking out about? That's Ireland. He's not very bright. Not very bright at all. But he sees something in the backyard, so. It's in the backyard, bud. Anyways. So, let's get into the David Reinbacher. Here we go. David Reinbacher. Oh. Austrian. Cats, cards, and collectibles. There we go. This is for all for you. We got a special guest here, Ireland. A little ball of dumb that I have that I found in the middle of the road. 2 years? Is it 2 years ago now? Yeah, it's closing on 2 years ago now. So he played in the Swiss A-League for Cloton HC. 46 games, 22 points, 3 goals, 19 assists, 26 penalty minutes, and was a +7. 2 points in 3 playoff games this past year. Ireland's just doing his thing behind me because that's what he does. There he goes. He's off now. 6'2", 185-pound right shot defenseman, by the way. Didn't mention that part. But there we go. Dun, 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 dun. So Montreal's now off the board. Gonna get Montreal off the board there. Should be the Coyotes, right? Once we get a trade, but we'll put the Coyotes up there for now. So this is where I would take Michkov. You know Arizona's going to be bad for the next couple of years. You know it. You know he's terrible. Like, you're waiting on Cooley. Dylan Gunther's still young, right? I guess you get Clayton Keller, whatever. You're still building. You get so many draft picks in this. Just draft Michkov. Be ready in 3 years. Technically 4, I guess. 3. You got to wait until 4 seasons from now. He'll be 22, I guess. But still, it's just one of those things. You know you're not gonna be good. Just have him be good when you're like in your you're starting the season for your new thing. Oh, that's cute. Oh my god. Did they just get a freaking discount on suits for the Coyotes? Oh my god, that is terrible. What a terrible organization. Oh my. Why do they all have the same color suit? Oh no. Oh no. Oh, you can't have it. You can't do it. You can't. That is terrible. Oh my Atlanta. Oh. Oh. I'll tell Thomas Vanek. Underrated Thomas Vanek. Pick is in. Pick is in. You guys ready for it? You guys gonna be so tired of this by the end of it. That's fine though. There you go. Pick is in. Uh. So the selection for the Arizona Coyotes. That is so terrible. Ah. See, they had to buy them in bulk. See, the team has no money. So instead of everyone buying a suit, and not getting, they buy them in bulk. You buy like a Costco, right? You buy it in bulk. That way you get a good deal on it, right? You save some money. So that's what they did with this scenario. They bought everything from the shirts, the suit, the tie, everything in bulk. This kid is shocked. It's never a good thing when the kid is shocked. Okay. Once again, not it's a weird thing when the kid is surprised. I don't know how I feel about that. The kid should be happy. Shouldn't be like, oh my, like I got drafted? Like holy, like what the heck is going on? That's here we go. 10 points in 29 games. 2022, 2023 with Yaroslav Jr., the Russian Junior League. Simashev. Okay. Simashev. I gotta look this kid up. He's a D-man, 18, left shot, 6'4", 201. Canucks, I see an article here that the Canucks might target him at 11th overall. They just took him at 6th. Oh my. Okay. There we go. The first real shocker. Dmitry Simashev. I thought they should take a Russian. I did say that. I just did not expect it to be. Here we go. Flyers are on the clock. Wow. First shocker of this whole thing is Dmitry Simashev. Who would have saw that one coming, right? Not me. That's why I don't make the big bucks. I really think I could be a GM in the NHL. I don't know. Like, just trade down there, right? I understand you like the kid, but like, Nashville is chomping at the bit to get up in there. Like, what would you get from Nashville to move back to, what are they, 14? I don't know what they are. I don't know. Just a weird. Or trade back up if you really like them. I don't know. That's just an odd double dip on two like guys you like. I guess you got to hope that the teams actually want to trade. But yeah, just odd. That's an odd. Again, who would have guessed? I don't know. Not this guy. Fun fact of the day, ladies and gentlemen. I just realized I didn't follow my own Instagram page. That's why we're not big time, ladies and gentlemen. One less follower. Bring me right there. There we go. That works, huh? There we go. Checking things out, making sure everything works, making sure Reinbacher, the pick is in. Wow, they're not. And this draft is flying right now. You know, that means the pick is in, ladies and gentlemen. There you go. Who do they pick? Once again, they're now tanking after the generational talent is gone. It's so weird. So weird. Get Danny Briere back there. Who else is back? Anybody I know? Anybody can recognize? Gotta thank David Poile. Gotta thank David Poile. Who do they take? Who do they take? I saw a laugh out of David Poile. It's the first amount of emotion I've seen out of the man in 2 days. There you go. He's gone. Matvei Michkov. He's gone. The second Russian off the board. In a lot of situations, would have been the first pick in a lot of drafts. Obviously, the KHL situation puts him back. But that's a big pick for this team. And once again, I think they understand they're not going to be good for a couple of years. Right? I just think that's 9 goals, 20 points in Sochi after joining the club in December. So he wasn't with them before that. That was in 27 games. He had 20 points. Again, that's a kid playing against men, averaging over, 2 points every 3 games type of thing, right? Averaging, probably 0.7 points per game, maybe a little bit more. But there goes. Not a big guy, same as him and Bedard, very similar. 5'10", 172. I know I got Bedard at 5'10", 185. I don't know how much sand Bedard loaded in his pants before he, a couple weights in there to make him hit that 185 pounds. But Matvei Michkov, just once again, would have been a top end talent for a lot of them. Played in the U20. Had 2 points, international juniors. Is that the World Juniors? And two games, had 1 goal, 1 assist. So 2 points in 2 games. Played a couple other teams. But yeah. Said he's there for another 3 years is the big thing with this young man. But like I said, they don't plan on being good for a couple of years. They got to get some of these guys, their salaries off their books and everything else. They'll start rebuilding, and he'll be 22 when he comes in. But it's good to see, even him making the trip there. It makes you feel a little better about it. They're definitely not releasing his rights though. It's weird they don't have a thing where you could buy him out, right? Look, we will give you $1 million, but we want him to come over a year early, or we'll give you $3 million or whatever it is. I guess that could become a thing, right? You could have some, guys trying to help their hometown club and sign them a 3-year deal with them to, get the club a couple $1 million, even though they know they're going to leave anyways, I guess. But 14 games with international career with Russia, 14 games, 23 goals, 32 points. Kid just scores. Plus 12. U18 Worlds, Hlinka, Gretzky Cup, and the World Junior Championship. So we got Washington next. So we're going to take down the Flyers logo and put up the Capitals logo. I still can't believe that Dimitri's. Maybe he'll be good. Maybe this is a Mo Sider thing, or one of these young guys that from these across the pond that we don't see it, or it sounds weird to us and it makes sense to these guys. But I think whoever was there, Brian Burke or whoever's behind the mic, kind of just said you could get this kid later. Why are you drafting him at 6? It just doesn't make sense. But who knows? Not this guy. Once again, I need a trade here. I got some cool stuff in case a trade happens, and I haven't had a trade yet. I still have to, because there's a card. Usually I do cards and stuff on here. I still have to send off a message Upper Deck about these two. If you guys followed those, the whole situation with that. You got like this bottom, I'm probably not gonna be able to see it. This bottom corner here, it's like completely ragdolled. It's a huge indent. They said, "Oh no, that meets our quality standards. We're not gonna trade that out for you. I'm not gonna change that." Like, I don't make you guys fix me for anything. I deal with your guys' terrible quality control every day, opening these products for this channel and never hear anything. The pick is in. Just like that, ladies and gentlemen. I'm proud of that, by the way. Who we got up here? Any old legends here for them? Not matching suits. +1 for that. Jeez Louise, how many guys they got going up here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 people up there, plus the kid. Jeez Louise. Congratulate David Poyle. Ryan Leonard. Okay, there you go. Another kid from the U.S. program. Ryan Leonard. When you look up Ryan Leonard, comes up English football player. That's not what we're looking for. We're looking up Ryan Leonard. Old Boston College boy. He's from Amherst, Mass. Man, these guys are fat. Elite prospects already has them up there. 5'11", 180 pound. Boston College, or the U.S. national team last year, he had, sorry, my language. 57 games with the U.S. National U18 team. In 57 games, 51 points, 43 assists for 94 points. Or 51 goals, 43 assists for 94 points. Wow. Okay, and then played in the U18s. We're in 7 games. He had 8 goals, 9 assists. So not the World Juniors. That's the U18s. So kind of weird they wouldn't bring him up, but a lot of draftier guys don't make it to the. That is the impressive thing about what Connor Bedard did at the World Juniors, is how amazing he was. So he's got no vest, blue tie. That's a very Washington Capitol blue for the tie. That'll look good with the red for the jersey. That's a very like dark navy. It's meant to be, really. I think it's like pretty much matches the collar. There you go. Ryan Leonard, 8th overall, going to the Washington Capitals. Probably at Boston College for 2 years, probably, right? At least one for sure, but probably 2 years. Be at BC, so that means he'll play his first game. Might play at the end of the year, so like kind of maybe like a Cale Makar situation where he plays, playoffs or end of the year. But that'd be 2020, end of 2024, 2025 season, right? So early 2025, you might see him. It's kind of my guess, but they project him as a top 3 forward. It's right off the rush as a playmaker or a shooter. Tracks back to assist defensively. Hey, telling you right now, ladies and gentlemen, if you're a kid watching this right now, just play defense. Just try. You don't have to be good at defense. Just try. Like, I coach kids for lacrosse. Like, all I want to see is you trying. You don't have to be good. You just have to try. That's like literally like 3/4 of it is just you trying. Is Sean Horkoff? Is that who that is? Next to Stevie Y? Am I blind? Is that who that was? Give the interview in here. Oh, so Washington just said that they talked and had conversations about moving up in the draft last week. Didn't come together. Size stick they were where they were. We're thinking that Michkov might be there still at 9th overall or at 8th overall. Wasn't, obviously. Got picked one pick before. But they kind of just said that they thought Ryan Leonard was also going to be gone. But once again, the Coyote and pick a random guy that makes 0 sense. The joys of having a team that is in complete and utter disarray. And yeah, that's the Coyotes, I guess. So there you go. Assistant for the on the U.S. team too. You like to see that assistant. Scored the overtime winner in the U18 gold medal game versus Sweden. Let's see what else we can get here. Oh, Detroit. Sorry, I'm behind, guys. Yeah, these guys are fine. Detroit's up there now. That means the pick is in. Stevie Y. Let's see what we get here. Oh, the old Knights. For the Brandon Wheat Kings. Nate Daniels, is that what it was? Daniels and participating in the CHL NHL Top Prospects game in 2023. Couldn't read it enough. I think he said I had 1 point. So Nate Danielson out of Red Deer, Alberta. 6'2", 185-pound young man. Brandon Wheat Kings, 68 games this past year, 33 goals, 45 assists for 78 points. Even last year wasn't just like a one-year wonder either. The year before, he had 53 games played, 23 goals, 34 assists, 457 points. A couple penalty minutes, he got 34 and 38. This year, plus minus. Obviously, everyone knows my feelings on plus minus. But was a minus 12 this year compared to last year where he was a plus 18. So there you go. Prospects of interest. Here we go. The upside and a limited downside of Nate Danielson. It's in Stan Costantino. While he may not have the high ceiling of the top first half prospects in this draft class. Danielson presents a solid B game option, which isn't necessarily present in others from this group. This all may be a moot point, considering that he scored 59 points, 59 goals, and averaged over a point per game in his 145 game WHL career. Since entering the WHL, Danielson has been tasked with matching up against the opposition's best, playing high leverage minutes, and taking important faceoffs for the Brandon Wheat Kings. Blah, blah, blah. Danielson projects as a NHL second line center, but at worst, he's a third line center. Add in intangibles of being named captain in your draft year, and you have a very well-rounded player of good character. Hey, that sounds like a pretty good thing right there. You know what? I've got to the point now in my life that when Stevie Y makes a pick, I just don't question it. So, went from the Detroit. I think we have Blues up next. Yep, the Blues. Newest home of Kevin Hayes. Hazy. Just gotta plug in. Give me 1 second. I'll do this earlier, but already signing Connor Bedard to his contract. They're like, yeah, you're playing. Like, we're getting you on the ice tomorrow if we can. So, we need some trades here, ladies and gentlemen. We need some trades going on. Let's see if we get. Who's all in here? Who's all in here still? Anybody still in here? Still got a couple people, I think. Just gonna mute the mic for a minute as I chow down on some food. Getting hungry over here. Ladies and gentlemen, the pick is in for the St. Louis Blues. They just took. No thanking David Poile for his service to the NHL. No congratulating the Vegas Golden Knights. No, they get right to business. They drafted. Here's some Ivan Holinka. We got Dvorsky. 14 points in 38 games with AIK in Sweden's second division. Most points by a U18 player. Solid suit. Blue undershirt. Okay. Brown tie. Coppery tie. That kind of gold. That, once again, this is very... kind of works with the blues. You know, that off, not quite yellow, but there we go. Welcome to St. Louis, Dalibor Dvorsky. I'll pull up some stuff on him here. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Dalibor Dvorsky. He is a Slovakian hockey player. I was going to say he played in the Swedish league, but he is not Swedish. Slovakian, which makes sense, darker hair. Swedish league, 38 games, 6 goals, 8 assists for 14 points, 16 penalty minutes. Was a minus 19. That could have been just the team. Maybe we couldn't get off the ice fast enough. In the playoffs, he had 7 games played. Big old 0 all across the board. And in the U20, so the World Juniors for Slovak, he had 5 games played, 1 goal, 2 assists for 3 points in 5 games. There we go. And he is 6'1", 200 pounds. That's a thick boy over here. So center, they have him as a center or right wing. Project him as a top 6 forward. Drives the play offensively and competes in the trenches. Quick release and ability to score from distance. Over 57% on faceoffs. So that's pretty good. You put him as the wing to start him off in his NHL career and then move him to center as time goes on, or yeah, it's Marian Gaborik, right? Yeah. That's awesome. That is awesome. It's always cool when you see like some of these kids, right? They meet their idols, they meet these NHLers, and they get some pictures with them. I'm a big proponent, by the way. If you're at something, take pictures. Take pictures of everything. I know it sounds terrible. I know a lot of people don't like doing this, and nowadays it's cool to kind of like sit there and mope, and I don't want to take a picture or whatever. Just take the pictures. Like it's memories at the end of the day. It's a random thing I'm getting onto right now, but the more pictures, the better. It's just memories and everything else, and it's just gives something to go off of. But big fan of pictures when you're out at stuff. The more, the merrier for sure. And then we got Vancouver, so we're going to get over off the Blues. Canucks now. See who the Canucks take. Dun 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 dun. The pick is in. Wow, man, no trades. I thought we were going to see some movement here. So you know what that means, ladies and gentlemen? The pick is in. people they got going up? 32 people. Jimmy Rutherford. Right? That's who's there now. Isn't that Jimmy Rutherford? Another guy that just has zero clue what he's doing. Wins a cup with freaking Sidney Crosby, and Sidney Crosby, Geno Melk, and Chris Letang, and they're like, oh, he's a great GM. The next one, Tom Willender, is that what they said? Oh, that's awesome. Grew up a Canucks fan. You guys don't know this yet. Grew up a Canucks fan. Big picture guy here. Yeah. Pictures over there. Pictures on the other side. You don't even get to see. There's like, I got a bunch of stuff that I just big fan of. Pictures. What do I got over there? Cale Makar. I got 2 Cale Makar. Is it they're 16 by 20, something like that? I got Patrick Waugh. I got Nathan McKinnon. I got a Joey Bosa, LaDainian Tomlinson. What else do I got in there? Justin Herbert. I got Justin Herbert. Big picture guy. Love it. Arberg. Rob. I'm assuming your name Arb. Assuming Robert. Robbie. You're probably past the Robbie page. You're probably not a Robbie anymore, Arberg. You probably were a Robbie. When you're growing up, you're probably a Robbie guy. Now you're probably just a Rob, if I had to guess. What do we got here? Let's see. I'm going to try to... NBA versus NHL character players. Yeah, it's one of those things. Ross. Dang it. Thought I had it. Thought I was going with Rob. Just guessing here. Yeah, the suits thing, like, it's just, I don't know. It's not about, it's not about the cloud. It's not about whatever, right? A lot of it's about, just putting that, you're putting that jersey on, right? So you're showing up for whatever, show off the suit for 2 seconds, but you're putting on that jersey to take the picture and to get with your new team. So, the NBA's got it all backwards anyways with their whole stupid, we're going to trade this pick, but the kid's going to get interviewed in Atlanta Hawks hat. Meanwhile, he's going to be a Utah Jazz player in 30 he actually already is, but because we're too dumb as an organization, as a league, we're going to have these guys instead. So it's just wild to see what some of these teams do and some of the way these leagues are ran. The NBA, I've said for a long time, probably the worst league to deal with for all this stuff. The draft, they do it so bad, so frustrating. Once again, as a fan of, I like basketball, but and I love drafts. That's my big thing. Football, hockey, whatever it is, I'm a big fan of drafts. It's just cool to get the story on guys and see who they are and kind of go into it. And it's just so frustrating to see, the NBA that just does it so poorly, and everybody agrees that it's done so poorly, and they just continue to do it the same way. It's terrible. You also want to, I think, to your point, I find a lot of the NBA, and it could be some of the situations, right? But it's so much you hear some of the stories and you just you feel like you'd be crying through the NBA draft and even the NFL draft. Sometimes it's let's just hear who this kid is. Yes, I understand you want to get the story of the kid, but did he have nothing good happen to him his entire life? Can we not highlight anything? It's it is what it is. But the personal thing, I will say, the only problem with the hockey players is they're so trained in their mind. the reason why a program like Spit and Chicklets has become so popular is you get to finally see all these guys as who they actually are, right? You get to see Sidney Crosby joking around, and you get to hear some of the behind the story, behind the some of the stories from behind the scenes, and you get to hear all these stuff like from Pronger, and I joke around like the Ryan Getzlav episode of on Spit and Chicklets is one of my favorite episodes because you just get to actually see the guy, right? He's joking around, he's having a good time, and like I find like if that could be my big complaint about the NHL is like none of these players, like you just don't get to hear about it. It's just they just do a bad job marketing. You hope that they kind of do it a little bit more and tell all these people that it's a good thing, but it is what it is. The Arizona Coyotes and their terrible Costco bulk level suits have put their pick in. So here we go. Pick is in. Those are terrible. Who had the idea? Once again, this is why this is a terrible organization. You just got, what was that, 11 guys up there in matching suits and ties and everything else? Oh my. From Yaroslavo. Maybe faster on these names here. Showing off the kid. We got Burke. Those episodes are so good. God. Oh, that's what I mean. Like Ross. Like that's the crazy thing about this. Like you get some of these guys and they're just, once again, you're learning who the people are. You're seeing their personality. Where the NHL has always been told to be like such a buttoned up league. You wish they would show a little more. Like so that's why Biz is who he is, right? Like, but he just was himself this whole time. Even on Twitter back in the day, like that was who he was. This kid is a monster. I don't know who this kid is, but he is a monster. What is it? Something B-U-T. Daniil But. 6'5", 203, left winger. Jeez, that's a big kid. Six five. That's our first really big kid, right? Six five. 12th overall. What was his rankings? It's another one. That's what 12th overall. Through all the stuff. 28th, 24th, 31st, 20th, 35th, 32nd, 22nd, 15th, 30th, 21st, 15th, 24th, 48, 43, 20. Like, you're just... I understand there's a thing about taking a guy when you like him. I understand there's that. But, man, that is two players now, like, that you're taking so early. Like, that's just so early. Let's see. If we're going to play in the KHL from the looks of this. So we'll be there for a couple of years. Played in the MHL, which I'm assuming is like the minors of the KHL. We had 26 points in 26 games. Played in U18s. 3 games, 1 goal, 3 assists for 4 points. Man. What an organization. What a once again, the first draft pick, Simashev, whatever his name was for the Arizona Coyotes, he goes like, oh my, like holy, like I just got drafted. Like that is not a good sign for your guy, for this player to be like shocked that he got picked at 6th overall. It's not what you want to see. That is that is very unfortunate. We're off of the Arizona Coyotes. I think we're back with them later, right? Aren't we? And the next pick was we got here. We got them at 12. Buffalo. So I almost went with the goat head. I think that's what they got. I think Buffalo's got to go with the goat head all the time. Just such a better logo. I guess that's like also like my generation of like Buffalo Sabres too. So I guess there's that. But boom, 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 boom. Oh no. A friend of mine is trapped in an elevator with some random guy. Oh, he's a Patriots fan too. Boo. Pick is in for Buffalo. Pick is in. So Western Hockey League guy. Just want to point out here. The Q has won the last like 5 years for the Memorial Cup. Just want to point that out. Where the best players play against best players. Benson, third in WHL with 98 points in 2022-2023. Led all WHL forwards with a plus 68 rating. There we go. Benson going in the draft. So Zach Benson, just going to pull up some information on him. This kid got the mullet. Oh, he's got the side shave, got the flow going. Oh, I love this kid. This kid's awesome. Winnipeg Ice, yeah, 98 points, 60 games. 2005 born, May 12th, 5'9", 163 points, 163 pounds. So smaller kid for sure. You can't tell me there's 20 pounds difference between him and Connor Bedard, though. You're saying Connor Bedard's got some massive quads on him, but you can't tell me there's a 20-pound difference between those two. Not a one-year wonder either. Had 63 points in 58 games the year prior with the Winnipeg Ice. So 25 goals, 38 assists. This year was 36 goals, 62 assists for plus 68 in 15 playoff games. He had 17 points, 7 goals, 10 assists for the Winnipeg Ice. So no longer going to be there. I think they're moving down to the States somewhere, aren't they? Pretty sure. Winnipeg Ice. Let me know in the comments if you guys know, but I'm pretty sure they're moving. Look at that flow though. Side shave, got the mullet going. Oh, what an absolute beaut. Former co-host of the From the Bench podcast, Trevor. He's rocking a heavy mullet right now. He's loving it. Penguins are now on the clock. Do they take on a big project, or do they find somebody a little more NHL ready in the next year or two to kind of help Sid and Gino and all these guys the last second? So we'll have to wait and see. I probably would have completely shaved it as a kid, though. Just want to put that out there. Probably would have got rid of the little fuzz he's got for a mustache and whatever he's got on the chin. Probably would have shaved that off, gone clean shaven. Went fully baby faced on it. I guess maybe he's going for like the Morgan Wallen, maybe, right? From Chilliwack, BC. Looks like a super chill guy. Good on him. Good kid. Press the talent, top line, NHL scoring, trusted to be used in all situations. Compute has been consistent. So a little shinny shake. Oh, get a little swagger to him. Zach Benson came out with my favorite player from the thing. Most points per game in the WHL in 2022-2023. Bedard, Logan Stankoven, Andrew Cristall, and Zach Benson. There we go. Oh, his dad looks like a unit too. What a... Oh, I was like, what is the Maple Leafs going up? It is not. It is Mr. Kyle Dubas with the Penguins. He's heading to the stage because the pick is in. So let's see what we got here. Spetzer up there too. Spetzer going up. No Spetzer. Oh, what a slap in the face. Are they putting out their new kid there that they just brought up? Braden Yager from the Moose Jaw Warriors. He's a Sasky boy. There you go. Saskatchewan. Saskatoon. 78 points in 67 games. 28 goals, 50 assists, which is actually a flip from his prior year where he had 63 games played, 34 goals that year with 25 assists for 59 points. So he can do it both. He obviously this year is more of a passer, more of a assist guy. Year before was the opposite. Was more of a scorer and then kind of setting people up. So 5'11", 166 pounds. It's fine. He'll pack on a little bit of size, get him up to like 195 probably, right? But there we go. Decent hair. Got the little bit of a, got some, they styled it up pretty good for him. Below at the back a little bit. But yeah, right shooting center is what they have him set as. But Braden Yeager is the 14th overall pick for the Pittsburgh Penguins. He's got the big handshake. He doesn't just go in for it. He goes from the out. And then a big handshake. I think he's probably going to be like $1.85 when he fills out. Give him to like $1.95. Give him a couple big subs out there. Double the meat in his cold cuts, all that good stuff. So Penguins are now off the clock. I guess they're up there. They're no longer on the clock. So we're switching over too. I don't know who's next. I'm waiting for this thing to come up here. I should have left it maybe. Oh. Nice little move. He looks bigger out there than 5'11" though. Not a bad thing, obviously. A fishing picture there. There you go. Couple fish. Okay, so he's a big fishing guy. Dallas Stars hat on. That could be, local team was the Stars though. Who knows? Here we go. Nashville Predators are on the clock. The hometown team. Place is gonna go wild for them. They were talking nonstop. They were trying to get in the top 10. Obviously, didn't happen. Sitting still at 50. I'm telling you right now, if there's not a trade in this first round, I'm gonna be very upset. I made a trade graphic and I put in a trade audio thing. So I'm telling you right now, if I don't get a trade, I'm gonna be pretty upset here. And I don't get it here either, and I didn't expect it to be. And I don't think they're gonna make everybody wait. But the Nashville Predators pick is in. So let's see what they do. David Poile, Barry Trotz. High selection in the draft since 2020 when they took was it Askarov, the goalie? I'm blanking on that kid's name. I just seen it on the thing, but I didn't read it. Series 1 player for them. 2020 draft. AHL draft. Which now looking back, yeah, Yaroslav Askarov, which is going to be a big chase, I think, in Series 1 next year. I can deal with a match and tie. They have match and ties here in Nashville. I can deal with that. Matching suits, especially when they're all there, they just walk by them. Especially when they're maroon. And I like maroon. I went to high school. My high school colors are maroon. I have nothing wrong with the color maroon. But just a whole team with them. Barry Trotz the man's just built like a refrigerator. Not the new ones either. Just the old like rounded ones. Such a meat locker there. David Poile, Nashville Predators. The pick is in. Is he going to thank himself for his retirement? Have to wait and see. Yaroslav Askarov played in one game last year, so he gets a young gun now. That's how desperate they're going to be for Series 1 next year. He's like the cover boy, everything else. One game, did not do 0.886, but he had a bunch of time down in the Matthew Wood from the University of Connecticut is the pick for the Nashville Predators. Pretty excited. Sister's crying. They're all excited. Definitely sister, right? Yeah, that's sister. There you go. Youngest player in NCAA in 2022-2023. 11 goals, 34 points in 35 games. So point per game in the NCAA for University of Connecticut. There you go. Back to Askarov for being a chase. Milwaukee Admirals last year, 9-11 save percentage, 2.69 goals against average, 48 games played, 26 wins, 16 losses. The playoffs went 6-6. Not too bad. Said he's gonna be one of the big chases here coming up in Series 1. Him, probably my boy Jacob Pelletier. Who else they got going on in the Series 1 next year? Matthew Nyes, right, for the Leafs. And then Series 2 next year will be the big chase of Connor Bedard. Get ready for your $300 Series 2 hobby boxes. It's coming. I'm telling you right now. Scary. So Matthew Wood. Oh. So both Tage Thompson. Oh, they're trying to compare this kid to Tage Thompson. Oh, Bedard's up here on the panel. I can say also, just want to put this out here. Sportsnet does a terrible job with the draft. Just not good. It's unfortunate. Unfortunate. What we got here? Bedard showing off some roller hockey. Oh, this is ice hockey. He's so tiny. Let's see what we get here. Oh, we're now off of the Nashville Predators, by the way. I gotta get quicker on this thing. Predators no longer on the clock, and the Flames are on the clock. And it's another pick where I do not get to use my trade graphic because the pick is in. Again, pretty happy with that. Calgary. Edmonton really sent them into like a complete spiral. Johnny Hockey leaves. Matthew Tkachuk leaves. Toffoli's now been traded. Hannafin's apparently getting out of there. Who else is out of there? Everybody. Everyone's like, get me out of here. Dustin Wolf, I guess, is what you're hoping for, but what else? I think they pulled a poker chip out of his grandfather, I think is what it looked like. So, yeah, it's crazy. Calgary went from, up and coming. They could do no wrong. They had everything going right. They'd signed Jacob Markstrom. They do all these things. They're, battling against the Oilers, lose against the Oilers, and just, that is not Craig Conroy, by the way. That is the owner, maybe? Craig Conroy is behind him, but dealing with David Poile, talking with David Poile. There you go. Big shout out to David Poile. All around tonight, all around. Big round of applause. Craig Conroy, the GM. Good Craig. From the Vancouver Giants, Samuel. What did they say? Samuel something? Once again, WHL hasn't won anything in like forever. And the kids just keep on getting picked. So weird. Just putting that out there. You think a team that, you know, they can't put any of these teams to the Memorial Cup. You think maybe the Q would get a couple more looks. But obviously not the case. So Honzak led the Vancouver Giants with 1.3 points per game in 2022-2023. So that gives them, 75 points probably? Right? That'd probably be what that gives him. Honzak. Samuel Honzak. He is he's Slovakian. It's another Slovak coming up here. Yeah, 56 points. Oh, he only played 43 games. I think he played like 60 games. 43 games, 23 goals, 33 assists for 56 points. Had another 4 points in 4 games in the playoffs. Left winger, shoots left, 6'4", 186 pounds. So big boy out there. Big old boy. Next to Iggy. Is he actually 6'4"? Oh, I guess he's standing up straight now. Kind of dwarfing Craig Conroy. It's a big boy. Oh yeah, there's the angle. He was standing in front of Iggy earlier. I thought Iggy might be taller, but no, definitely. That's a big kid. Man, these sites are so fast. Already have him as Hockey DB as being the 16th overall pick. So we'll get on to it already. Flames are off the board. Who's on next? The Islanders? Is that who we're getting next? They trade that pick. Draft order. We had Calgary. No, we got Detroit. So we got Detroit. Boom, Detroit's on the clock. Pick that they got from Vancouver, which got it from the Islanders. I'm pretty sure that's how that works. Or maybe it's the opposite. Could be the opposite. Either way, Detroit, Stevie Y, back on the clock. What kind of magic can Stevie Y do here? To wait and see. Oh no. Oh no. I said earlier, I have a friend that's stuck in an elevator with some random guy. It's an hour later, and she's still stuck in the elevator with this guy. Oh my Atlanta. Can you imagine being stuck in an elevator with a random stranger for an hour? Just you and this one other person for an hour. No, thank you. No, thank you. If you guys are in here, once again, welcome. If you guys don't know, my name is Eric. I run this channel called From the Bench. A lot of hockey, some football, but a lot of hockey done on this channel. I love football. You guys just the algorithm just doesn't work in my favor for it. Open up a lot of hockey products. So open up a lot of cards. You can go back and check. There's a whole ton of videos on them. I also do stuff with like PSA reveals for grading hockey cards. I also do card show vlogs, bunch of stuff. So like I said, once again, hopefully you guys enjoy some of that stuff, and hopefully you guys stick around, hit that like, hit the subscribe. It's always a good chance to see most of you guys in here and talk in the chat. Once again, that's what we're here for. We're here to chat around and have a good time, and you know, this is a night for all of us, right? You know, I'm sure we had fans from all over tonight. We had Blackhawks fans with Dangies. We had an Avalanche fan with Mitch. We had a Bolts fan with Michael. Lance, I'm assuming, is a Winnipeg fan because he was asking about Hellbuck earlier. Yeah, it's just one of those things. Let me know in the chat if you guys are still here. Who you guys root on? Who's your teams? Let me know. It's always good to see. Always good to find out who everyone's a fan of. It's cool going forward too. Got Adam Fantilli up here at the desk with them. Do not have Adam Fantilli in studio, and by studio I mean my basement. That's not a thing. Also, update because you guys are all super, inquisitive about this. Is that the right word? Probably not the right word. My friend got out of the elevator an hour and 20 minutes after getting stuck in there, so she's out of there. Dun, dun, dun. Let's see what we got. Detroit's on the clock. Is the pick in yet? I see the Detroit graphic in the background. Pick is not in yet. Please, for the love of God, trade it. Please, for the love of all that holy. I want to use my graphics. It's important to me. This is things I want in life. We're gonna actually like. Oh. There we go. You guys get to see more of me now. I was kind of like off in the background. I get to see more of me. See the hands go. It's easier for me to point at this stuff. Detroit Red Wings. It's another time where I get to say the pick is in for the Detroit Red Wings. So see who Stevie Y is the next guy. A freshman to win the Hobie Baker. This is talking about Adam Fantilli, newest member of the Columbus Blue Jackets. Which Ryan, card collector too, if you guys are big card fans in here, he hates Michigan, and now he gets another Michigan guy. He gets a Michigan guy. What's the chances? 1 in a million, right? But he gets a Michigan hockey player. That's the first pick for his Columbus Blue Jackets. Not only does he not get Bedard in this whole thing, but he gets a Michigan player. So that's kind of funny how that works out. I just kind of put 2 and 2 together. Here we go, Stevie Y. Another steal in the draft. Who does he take? Who has fallen at this point to make him want to go? So you take Axel out of the big old Swede boy. Got the double last name. Axel Smid, and I think it's like Pelican or something like that. I read it earlier. I can't remember what it is, but there you go, Sandine. Sandine Pellet. I think it's Pellet something. 5 points in 22 games in the Swedish Hockey League. Second most amongst U18 players this last year. So Axel Sandine Pellikka. There we go. Pull him up here. Give you guys a little rundown on him. 5'11", 176 pounds. So definitely a smaller kid. In the Swedish Junior League, though, earlier this year before he joined the Swedish Hockey League, played against the men, 36 points in 31 games. So he's obviously got that right shot, 5'11", 176 pounds. Drafted 17th overall now. Could be another guy. Line him up with Moritz Seider in 2 years. And is that Maltby? Is that who that is? That Detroit guy in the plaid blue? If you guys are watching the draft, let me know. Is that who I'm thinking of? No, that's not who I'm thinking. What is his name? It's bugging me. Detroit Red Wings. Former players. No. Chris Draper. That's who it is. I said it's. Why was I thinking Maltby for? Chris Draper. The joys. Ugh. Winnipeg Jets now on the clock. Come on, guys. Trade the pick. I guess all the trades were yesterday, but still. Also, you guys follow this stuff. Got asked on eBay for a Trevor Lawrence card if I saw any issues that would stop it from being a PSA 10 and why I'm selling it raw. It's like, that's a big enough card that it's like, if it does come back at 10, if I thought it was perfect, I would send it. Right? It's like $100 card raw. I'm pretty sure if I could like 4x that value, I would send it off myself if I thought it was good enough to be a PSA 10. It's probably still a 9. It's not anything huge wrong with it. But what's the sense of me sending at that point? So I tell you, some people on these on eBay. See what we can get here. Winnipeg Jets. Pick is in for the Winnipeg Jets. So you know what that means. It means we get the pick is in audio right here. There you go. I have a trade audio too. If anyone would actually make a trade in this freaking draft, make me pretty excited. 18th pick. So we still got 14 picks left. So we still got lots of time for trades. Pierre-Luc Dubois, gone. Mark Scheifele, probably gone. Who else do you trade? I don't think you trade Hellebuyck. Someone asked earlier. I just don't think you trade Hellebuyck. I don't know if you guys think the same as I do. Let me know if you think that they should trade Hellebuyck. I just don't know if you do. Big cheer. Big cheer. Big hugs. Quite the flow. Kid's got a nice little scruff going on too. Brother super excited. Brother's got a nasty stash on him. A couple of the boys want to give him some dap ups as he's going. Big dap up from the kid in the light blue. Lots of love for this kid. Look at that. He's got a lineup of handshakes and hugs here. No shortage. Jeez. This kid out here is loved. Barlow, 5th in the OHL with 46 goals in 2022-2023. fifth most by a 2023 draft prospect. So we got an Ontario Hockey League boy. Named the youngest captain in Owen Sound attack history this year. It's getting pretty good. Barlow, what a kid's pumped up. Quite the scruff. I think I would have brought the mustache down to the same level of scruff as a beard though. That's just me, but I don't know. I would have brought that down a little bit. But brother also had a nasty stash going on, so the hair flowing out the back with the curls. Looking like a young T Ward, but there you go. Big pick. Who does he get to play with now? Once again, he'll have to see in a couple of years when he finally makes it up there. Could be quite the different scenery over there in Winnipeg at that time. You know, it's who gets left there after all the the dust settles and everything else and all the trades happens, and have to wait and see. Mama's super happy. There you go, Mama. Brown shoes. Not a big fan. Let me know, you guys. Draft, walk up, everything. How does everyone feel about the no socks with dress shoes? It's just so weird to me. Maybe I'm old school. Maybe, I don't know. Just this whole like no socks thing. It's just odd. Most goals for 2023 draft prospects. Bedard, Gabe Perreault, Will Smith, Ryan Leonard, and now Colby Barlow out of the OHL. The U.S. national team stuff doesn't actually count, does it? Not going to give those guys 50-some goals, but there's 3 of them that all have 50, 53, 51, and 51 goals. Like, Those boys just put up crazy points. They're getting drafted, so I can't say much about them, but here we go. Back up. We're going to get the Jets off the thing. We're scrolling back down because the Chicago Blackhawks are back on the board. It's the Tampa Bay Lightning pick. So this would have been probably that Brandon Hagel trade, right? From a couple years ago. 2 years ago, right? Brandon Hagel's trade was 2 years ago. Here we go. Kyle Davidson. Who do they pick to pair with? Connor Bedard. Go to the big board here. I'm just going to look at Bob McKenzie. I don't know why I'm looking at anything else. Top 32 for Bob McKenzie. The guy that you want to trust in all this. Bedard, Fantilli, Leo Carlson, Will Smith, Michkov, Ryan Leonard, Dvorsky, David Reinbacher, Zach Benson, Gabe Perreault, who hasn't been taken yet. So he could be somebody that people watch for. That was the second most goal scorer. He hit 132 points in the U.S. National Development Program. That's compared to Will Smith's 127 and Ryan Leonard's 94. Jeez Louise. Matthew Wood's been taken. Colby Barlow's been taken. Pellick has been taken. Brandon Yeager's been taken. Danielson's been taken. Ronix. So essentially you're looking at, the pick is in. 1 second, I got to switch over. The pick is in for the Chicago Blackhawks. Okay. So we're looking at Gabe Perreault, Oliver Moore, Otto Stenberg, Tom Willander, Callum Ritchie, but find out. Oliver Moore. Okay, so we got Oliver Moore getting drafted ahead of Gabe Perreault. So we're going to post some stuff here. Oliver Moore, 18-year-old, 5'11", 176 a pound, left shot, out of Mounds View, Minnesota. Quite the fluff thing going on in the front. I guess that's the thing with kids nowadays. They fluff up the front of the hair. There you go, 1.23 points per game. U18 played 7 games, 4 goals, 5 assists for 9 points on the USA U18 team. The U.S. National Development Program, 75 points, so 31 goals, 44 assists in 61 games. He's going to University of Minnesota for 2023-2024. So he's at least getting 1 season there, probably 2, right? It's a lot of these guys. I don't know if he'll be able to, if he'll be in the looking for that, but what's the Gabe Perreault thing? Gabe Perreault, is he older or something? No, 18. Just smaller, I guess, 165 pounds. Canadian boy from the U.S. National Development Program. It's kind of different, but there we go. Big selection. That's everyone's gonna be excited because it's the Chicago Blackhawks, right? They're back on. They trade Patty Kane. They have all their things going on, and then all of a sudden, boom. I didn't even see that, Ross. I don't know when you wrote that, but Caps fan, and my little brother is a Blackhawks fan. I'm loving, and he's furious about the Dylan Strome trade. Yeah, I could see that. I like Dylan Strome. I know. He came into that thing, he came in a lot of expectations for a guy. 3rd overall, right? Dylan Strome. That was Dylan Strome, right? 3rd overall. Dylan Strome. He was 3rd overall in my head. Yeah, 3rd overall. Good points of 65 points this past year. There you go. Played a big season. And his first year with Chicago, though, 51 points in 58 games. And then just trended downwards, 38, 17 in 40 games. Last year, the year before, 48 points in 69 games. Yeah, he's back on 23 goals. He even started off hotter. Like, he could have even had more at the end of it, but he kind of, it is what it is. Let's see what we got here. Pronger out here doing the gambling website commercial. Trying to hang on to that little bit of like front hair that he's got. That little, jeez, I'm just out here punching a mic. It's this little like front piece. I know I'm one to talk here with, but Prongs. Another good episode. If you guys ever have a chance, listen to the episode of him on Spit and Chicklets. Just absolutely electric. So that's the personalities you need to see in hockey. Like, they tried to shy away from it, but enough of it. Embrace it, NHL. Embrace it. Get to see these guys acting like fools and see who they are. It's what you need. Oh. Okay, the Ducks have unveiled. Well, this is something, guys. I'm gonna add this to the live here. The Anaheim Ducks, if there's anybody watching this still, have unveiled their newest logo. Ducks third. So here we go. That's their third jersey. That right there. That's their third jersey. It's so dark. So dark. Right? Am I crazy? That just looks so dark there. I don't know. It is what it is. But we don't have time for this. We're down to the Kraken. And the pick is in for the Seattle Kraken. So they grabbed Otto Stenberg. Oh, no. Edouard Saleh. There we go. Czech. Czech. How was he playing? Czech right winger. 6'2", 174. And he played for HC Kometa Brno. 43 games, 7 goals, 7 assists for 14 points. Playoffs, he had 6 games, 0 points. Played in the World Juniors. Had 6 points in 7 games, 1 goal, 5 assists. That's pretty good. U18s, he put up 19 points in 18 games. So, this was good. Once again, big, lanky kid. Got to fill out a little bit more, add some size to him, but like a little bit of meat on the bones. 174 pounds at 6'2". But another good kid, Edouard Saleh. Fun fact, he's good at tennis. I feel like that's a very European thing. Maybe that's just rude to me, but I feel like that's a very European thing, to be good at tennis. Seattle Kraken taking out my Colorado Avalanche. Is what it is. Ross, do you love the jersey? I kind of like the purple, kind of a little bit of the old school in that. Bring it back up here in a second. If I can knock this down a bunch. So we'll pull it up again. Here's the Ducks logo. We'll cover up me, but we'll keep the rest of the stuff here. There's the Ducks' third jersey. Let's really zoom in here. Let's kind of get that Wild Wing, mask. Get the teal at the bottom, teal on the arms. Get that dark purple. Purple reminds me of that color. Purple reminds me of what's that? I'm just thinking of it's like a hard candy purple. I don't know. That's just whatever reason. That's just like what pops in my head. Purple Freezy, I guess, too. Just that deep purple. I mean, that's what I'm thinking, like the Freezies. I said got some yellow in there, but get the wild wing mask there. Anaheim Ducks on it. A little white at the bottom, white on the arms. Not a bad jersey. Not a bad jersey at all. What are you saying? Yeah, I think it's from the old TV show. Be similar, right? That's the old, I said the old Wild Wing mask. That's what he used to like put on and give him all of his power, if I remember it, right? I think that's right. But Minnesota Wild are on the clock. Find Minnesota Wild here. Kraken are off the clock. Wild are on the clock. They're not only on the clock. Once again, another one of these where I don't get to use my trade graphic or the sound that I have lined up for this. But the Minnesota Wild pick is in. So here goes Minnesota Wild. Not all in green, suits. Billy Guerin just gives a little smack to Patty Marleau. It's crazy nowadays. Like, I think it's good for hockey too. And it'd be good to see it like happen in other sports, right? Between coaches and GMs and whatever. But like, we got Billy Guerin, we got Stevie Y, we got, not that he's, up there, but Spezza's dealing with the hockey development. I think Ryan Getzlaf just got on with the Ducks. Just talking about the Ducks, but got on with him as their like player personnel, whatever it is. It's good to see all these like, former players getting into these roles. Here we go, Billy Guerin. Let's see what we got. Giving a shout out to what sounds like a local bar. So they grabbed Charlie. I don't know if I've seen a Charlie in here for a while. Am I going crazy? Might I just not seen this kid? Charlie Stramel. Where do they got him ranked here? It's maybe a little bit of reach. 21st overall. We got Elite Prospects had him as 47. HC Hockey had him as 63. Flow Hockey / Chris Peters had him at 29th. 36, 41, 34. 61 by McKeans. Craig Button had him at 68. North American skaters, he was ranked the 30th for North American skaters. That doesn't include any Russians or Swedes or anything like that. 50, 50, 60, 42. So a little bit of a reach here, it looks like. 6'3", 216. Yeah, he's got the size already. From Rosemont, Minnesota. So he's a local boy. But big 2004, so he's a little bit older. He's a late birthday, I guess. So he's October 15th, 2004. So he's a little bit of a later birthday. University of Wisconsin, 33 games, 5 goals, 7 assists for 12 points. U.S. National Development Team. He was like almost a point per game. So in World Juniors this year, 7 games, 3 assists, no goals. So big swing here for Minnesota Wild. See if that pays off for them, but that's a big swing. Excuse me. I keep on. There you go. Try to get all the burps out of me, but there's no production team here, ladies and gentlemen. This is just a me, myself, and I scenario. So everything you see is me. I don't even get to like switch cameras to like go to somebody else for this. No. This is just, once again, all me. So it's not, I was going to say it's LA Kings. It's not LA Kings. It is, right, because this would be that part of that trade. No, it's not part of the trade. Anyways, it is not them. It's the Flyers. And in typical draft fashion for today, last year's draft and the year before, I think had like a million trades in them. Not the case in this draft. We're just going to take this hat off. Not the case in this draft. No. This year, there's no trades in the first round because they hate me. So the Philadelphia Flyers pick is in. So here they go. They drafted, who they drafted earlier? Oh, they took Michkov, that's right. So they took a guy that's going to be waiting for a while. So for the London Knights, London, another great flow. Side shaved, flow just hanging out the back of it. So bonk. Bonk. Oh, there he is. He was 28th. I was like, where is this kid? Oliver Bonk. There we go. 6'1", 176-pound D-man. Shoots right. Everyone's looking for a right shot defenseman. Speaks fluent Czech. And his pregame hype song is Coming Home by Diddy. He's from Ottawa, Ontario, Canada. London Knights, he had 67 games played, had 10 goals, 30 assists, 40 points. In the playoffs, he had 21 games, 11 points, so like a half a point a game. In the playoffs, where in the regular season he's a little higher than that. Plus 17. He's at 6'1". You could look at other guys, right? There's another player, might be just a little biased on it, but there's a 6 foot, 183 pound kid, 18-year-old, played in the Q, had 72 points in 67 games. Pretty good. 17 points in the playoffs in 12 games played. 2 goals, 15 assists. Once again, he's got more points in the playoffs than this guy did. Anyways, Etienne Morin probably should have went before him, but that's beyond that's what it is. He's probably should be a number day 2 guy, but I was hoping he's gonna sneak into the first round, but that's the life of a prospect here for Moncton Wildcats. We don't get that usually. I don't know why the Q. You get the O, you get the WHL. Everyone loves these kids. Thinks they're the greatest thing ever. Once again, Q players littered on all these like championship teams. So weird. What should we expect to see Connor's young gun? Yeah, so it'll be the 2023-2024 Series 2 Ross. So essentially the next year's thing. So like usually around like in November you get Series 1. So that's when you're going to get the Askarov, the Jacob Pelletiers, the Matthew Nyes or whatever it is for Toronto. You'll see all them for Series 1. And then probably whatever it will be, January, February. Probably February, you'll see the Series 2 come out, which will be Connor Bedard. So yeah, that's... Get ready. That's like if he's already got, say by February, how many games are played by February? You got 82. So say you got like 50 games played so far. And by the time that thing comes up, say you have 50, 60 games played. You say it's 60. So let's say 60 games. So we're like we're 3/4 of the way through the season. Say he's got like 30 goals and like 65 points, right? It's 35 goals, 30 assists, something like that. Point per game guy as a rookie. With all the hype and a couple big, dangles and everything else you can imagine from it. Yeah, you're going to see his young gun go for raw. I think the first couple seeing $1,000 for that young gun to starting out, I would not be surprised. Last 5 father and sons drafted in the first round. Radek Bonk, 3rd overall. Oliver just went 22nd. Brian Boucher went 22nd overall. Tyler Boucher went 10th in 2021. Mike Sillinger, 89. Cole Sillinger from this channel's. Oh, I missed it. We got the Rangers. The pick is in. Here it is. They go back to the well. From the Q, the National Development Team, but another Quebec player. We got Perreault. There we go. This is a kid that, a lot of Bob McKenzie had him as 10th overall. They just got him at 20th. 63 games, 53 goals, 79 assists for 132 points, just loading up, the score sheet. Yeah, 5'11", 165. You can kind of tell he's a little bit of a skinnier kid. There you go. We had 14th Elite Prospects had an 18th, 14th by FC Hockey, 11th by Flow Hockey, 17th overall by Daily Faceoff. Hockey News have an 18th. Bob McKenzie was super high on him at 10. McKean's Hockey is 21. Craig Button had him at 15. What else we got? Sportsnet had him at 19. Dober Prospects have him at 24. So kind of right around there. I think this is pick 23. So he fell a little bit, I think, overall compared to, what is it? Only one or two places had him falling that far. 23. Dober had him at 24, and SMA Scouting had him at 27th. But yeah, everybody else had him going before this. So let's see the next up. I'm going to take down the New York Rangers logo. The next up is going to be is Nashville again. So we go back to Smashville. Put the Preds logo up here instead. Oh, gotta pick the Rangers logo down instead. There's no way they trade this pick either. Man, I'm really gonna go through a whole night of not being able to use this trade graphic or whatever. Disappointing. That's crazy. Alexander Holtz, Future Watch Auto Patch. Tonight, retro, not even his regular one. 100 US. 3-color patch. I guess it's different, right? But not for you. Cat over here looking for pizza. Oh. Get to hang out for a little bit longer. So that's actually not going. It's almost 11 o'clock. It's longer than I thought. That's fine. Mute you guys for a minute. Once again, if you guys are in here, say what's up. Say hello. So let's see who we got here. It's a pick in. The pick. Here we go. We're back. The pick is in. See who David Poyle takes here. Dun, dun, dun. So we got Nashville, then we got the Blues, then we got the Sharks again, We got my Colorado Avalanche, and then Toronto finally gets to pick. Blues again. Carolina, Montreal, which is actually now the Colorado pick. And then Vegas. They're loving it. They're really playing up to the fans. They went outside for the pick with Roman Josi and Pecorine. It Tanner. Who is it? I couldn't hear them. Saskatoon Blades. Tanner Molendijk. What do we got here? 5'11", 176 pound. D-man, left shooting. Once again, I can tell you a better kid than this kid. I can tell you right now. Just want to put that out there. 40th, 39th, 27th, 48th, 49th, 36th, 38th, 48th, 28th, 83, 35, 57, 30, 40. Those are his draft rankings from a lot of these people. So another one, I guess you're 20, what, 24, 25 here. Not a huge reach, but once again, I know a guy. I'm a hometown guy here right now. But for the Montreal Wildcats, I can guarantee you he'll be Etienne Morin will be a better fit than this kid. 67 points, 9 goals, 28 assists, 37 points. 18 games played in the playoffs, 3 goals, 5 assists for 8 points. Once again, Morin, only 12 games, had 17 points. Just putting that out there. So, but congrats to Tanner and the Nashville Predators. I swear to you right now, I'm telling you right now, if my boy gets traded to the or gets drafted, if Etienne Morin gets drafted, I'll forgive. I will forgive Colorado Avalanche for not drafting Ivan Barbashev back in the day and drafting Connor Bleakley instead. Probably not. I won't. But I might forgive them a little bit. Etienne Morin, come on. Got to see it. So it looks like the Blues will be next. Gotta find the Blues logo in this whole thing. Blues. There you go. I just don't understand. It looks okay. All right, I could do that. Again, that's just me. That's just a very biased opinion. That's what I'm just saying. Boom, 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 dun, dun. Another one of these guys. Another one. I know I'm not talking to a whole lot of people here. That's fine. It's good. If you're in here, let me know you're in here. St. Louis Blues. You see them up there above my shoulder. I went with the old logo, a little darker blue. But it's again, they are crushing my dreams of ever being able to use this audio. But their pick at number 25 is officially in. See who they go with. Now, if they take Etienne Morant, this is an Ivan Barbashev 2.0. This is me getting very angry at the St. Louis Blues. So we'll have to wait and see what happens here. So here we go. Otto Stenberg. The Swede. I know, you couldn't really tell that. 29 games, had 11 goals, 15 assists for 26 points. He's a 5'11", 181-pound center / winger, left shooting. Yeah, there we go. That's they had him anywhere from 22. Elite Prospects had him at 36. But most of these places had him at 18, 22, 21, 16, 29. So kind of all over. But a lot of people like this kid. So yeah, he's got a lot of different teams he played for. U20 played for... Did he play for any of these? No. U18. World Juniors under 18. He had 16.7 goals, 9 assists for 16 points there. And then Frölunda HC in the Swedish Hockey League, 23 games, 1 goal, 2 assists for 3 points. That's completely normal in these Swedish leagues for all these young kids. It's not very often you see a lot of points from them in the Swedish Hockey League, but there we go. Pre-game meal, pasta and meatballs. That's carb loaded. A couple boys up there. The Brube, right? There we go. Otto Stenberg. So looking like we might get down to this by like 11:30 my time. 10:30 probably most of your guys' time. Let's see what else we got here. Still can't believe Arizona. Dmitry Simashev takes some 30 picks too early. Wild. So here we got left on the big board here. Gabe Perreault was last pick, or a couple picks ago, so he's gone. Barlow, Moore, Pelika, Jaeger, Roenick, Stenberg was there. Simashev was 19th overall by Bob McKenzie. Tom Willander, I don't think we've seen his name yet. It looks like he might be up next. Callum Ritchie, Mikhail Galiev, Quentin Musty, Theo Lindstein, Andrew Cristall. He's part of the WHL, so he's got 95 points in 54 games for the Kelowna Rockets. Ethan Gauthier, for the Sherbrooke Phoenix. So we got St. Louis Blues top prospects. We got Jake Neighbors, number 2 overall. Big fan of Jake Neighbors over here. I got all the PSA 9 Jake Neighbors just chilling out. Ireland just, again, you guys get to see him earlier in the backdrop, but he's still hanging out. I haven't ate the rest of my pizza yet, so it's sitting beside me. He knows it's on the bar stool, so he's just he's sniffing around because he's hungry. So am I. It's rude to eat in front of you guys. Next up, we'll switch to the pick though because St. Louis is off the board. But the next pick is another team that's already picked. It's the San Jose Sharks. And they also hate me because the pick at number 26 is officially in. One second. I got to move a cat. She's about to knock over this webcam. This is Ireland. He's a fluffy idiot. Aren't you? That's what I gotta put up with. You guys wonder what I have to do all these times when I'm like recording videos? Something's attacked my feet. It's usually this thing. That's fluffy tail. The San Jose Sharks just drafted and selected a kid with good flow. I did not hear the name. I'm trying to wait to see the name pop up here. Why don't they have the name brought up like 2 seconds after? I could have had the name by this point. Kid, kind of like a brownish, brown hair, light brown hair. Don't think he's a Swede. Looks like potentially American, I would say. Musty. I just seen his name in here somewhere. Musty is Quentin Musty from the Sudbury Wolves of the OHL. He is 6'2", 190-pound left winger. He's only 17 years old right now. His birthday's in a month. Actually, in a couple, probably 2 weeks. Out of Hamburg, New York, USA. He was ranked anywhere from 23, 12 by Elite Prospects. 20, 32, 20, 17, 25. So this is kind of right in line for him, I think. But there we go. We got Musty for the San Jose Sharks. There we go. A good smile on the kid. There we go. It's going to be behind me. Got a fluffy guy. So San Jose. Oh, Toronto's on the phone. Am I going to get to use my thing? Oh, come on. Come on. I've never been more excited for a Maple Leafs draft pick in my life. Come on, get the trade going. It should be right now. They trading up with us? 27? Are they moving up one spot? Are we moving back a spot? Because right now, we're going to take down the San Jose Sharks logo. Because right now, the team that should be on the clock, the 2022 Stanley Cup champions, Colorado Avalanche. Got Nate Dogg, jersey, the reflection. Got a Cale Makar picture over there. Got a Patrick Waugh pic. There's all kinds of bunch of Colorado stuff over here. Mission Possible, still going, just like crazy. But here we go. This could be big. This could be big for the Colorado Avalanche. You know what? We're just going to do this because I can. Until they trade it out. If Toronto's trading up one spot, that means they must really like a kid. So, oh no. So Colorado's sticking with their pick. So it is in. It's going to stop me from using this, from using my cool other stuff. But at 27th overall, Colorado Avalanche draft pick is officially in. So let's see what they got. Colorado's top two, Alex Tanguay, 12-19-8, who won a Stanley Cup with Colorado in 2001, has more career points than any Avalanche draft pick, 863 points. So I guess it's a Nordiques pick for Joe Sakic. Quebec draft pick for, or Philadelphia draft pick for Peter Forsberg. He'd be close anyways. Huh. Learning something new every day. Here we go. Burnaby Joe making the pick, or are they going to do the new GM? Also, I put that it was a steal for the Alex Newhook draft for the trade. And I was like, Joe Sakic with the fleece again. Callum Ritchie from Oshawa Generals. Looks like a big kid, unless his father's just short. There we go. Callum Ritchie. Played with a torn labrum all year. Jeez Louise. 6'2", 187-pound center. I like it. January 21st, 2005. So he's an early birthday of 2005. Everyone's had him as consolidated rankings 21st. Elite prospect had him at 14th overall. 26, 18, 13, 27, 21, 24. 13 by Craig Button. 13 for the North American Skaters. 29th by Sportsnet. 22, 25, 26, 14, and 33 by Schmatt Scouting. SMAHT. Go Callum Ritchie. 59 points and 59 games for the Oshawa Generals. He was an assistant. Some big kid, 6'2". I like to see it. 24 goals, 35 assists, apparently with a torn labrum. Showed up in the playoffs too, had 5 games played, 2 goals, 4 assists for 6 points. Hlinka winning the Hlinka Gretzky Cup So the junior 18, the U18 had 10 points, 5 goals in 5 games, 4 goals, 6 assists. So he's 6'2" now, but they think he may even get bigger. Get that kid up to like 205 probably, right? 6'2", 205. Not a big fan of, I guess he's got the light blue pants going on. I like the old navy pants going, little navy dress pants instead. I thought maybe top 10 going into the after last year. Big fan of Stammer. Big Stammer fan. Okay, there we go. So Colorado will take them down. Toronto is now on the clock. Regular logo there. We don't need a big one for them. There you go. There we go. Oh, that's nice. Must have been like a hockey day in Canada or something like that. They had a, how they used to. Well, they probably still do it, but they get all the kids there and announcing. There we go. Let's see what we got. Oh, I seen the phone call. I saw the phone call. I got so excited, thinking that the Toronto Maple Leafs were gonna trade so I could use my freaking thing. Apparently not. Pick number 28 for the Toronto Maple Leafs is officially in. See who they ruined my dreams with. Why do you look like a deer in headlights right now? Why do they need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15? You need 15 people up on stage? Really, Toronto? Really? What you need right now? 15 people up here? 15 people up on stage with Shanny on the very end. Sheldon Keefe, though, there. Sheldon Keefe, look, yeah. Keefe's got the job again for another year. Just thank Billy Guerin for the open bar tab. Head scout, getting the pick. Easton Callan from the London Knights again. Man, it pays to go to a team that just pays you to go there. 5'10", 170-pound center. Shoots left out of Mount Bridges, Ontario, Canada. This is a reach and a half by all of these places. I'm just going through the rankings from all these draft places. Consolidated rankings had him a 70th overall. Elite Prospects had him 66th. FC Hockey had him 118th. Flow Hockey, Chris Peters had him 70. Daily Faceoff 78. Hockey News had him at 89th. Bob McKenzie had him at 53. That's the lowest so far. 78 by McKean's. 34 by TSN Craig Button. So, a little something better. HPR, Shane Malloy, 59th. Recruit Scouting, 87th. Dober Prospects, 55th. Draft Prospects Hockey, 102nd. And SMAHT Schmatt Scouting had him at 68th. So this is a reach and a half according to everybody here. 68 games played, 20 goals, 33 assists for 53 points. Did show up in the playoffs though, where he went for 20 games, had 9 goals, 12 assists for 21 points. So maybe they're just going, they're like, look, we just need a kid that we don't care how he does in the regular season. We got enough guys with Toronto that can show up in the regular season, but in the playoffs, we need somebody to show up, and this kid just put up a point per game. I don't know what else. That is the Toronto Maple Leafs. Easton Cowan, 28th over, sure. I don't know. That seems a little rich for my blood. It's not like he was it's like a big guy that you're like, oh, well, doesn't put up a ton of points, but he was doing all the other stuff. This is an undersized guy that couldn't put up the points either. So maybe they know something we don't, though, right? It's the jokes here. Everyone's an expert until they actually get in there. So kind of joked like he was up in like the third deck. This arena. So best available according to Bob McKenzie, which I like Bob. He's retired now, right? But I don't know, maybe he's slipping a little bit. But Tom Willander is still the highest ranked by Bob. We got Tom Willander, the Swede. We got Mikhail Galiev from Omsky Yastreby, the MHL. I think that's the KHL Junior League. We got Theo Lindstein out of Björnes IF, the Swedish Hockey League. Looks like a D-man. Andrew Crystal out of the Kelowna Rockets. Ethan Gauthier from the Sherbrooke Phoenix. So we will switch it, though, because it's no longer the Toronto Maple Leafs. No. They are no longer there. They're going to go all the way back down here in my list for the St. Louis Blues. See who they take. So St. Louis so far. Live draft tracker. St. Louis took so far Dalibor Dvorsky, center, and Sweden. And then they also took, right, they've had 2 picks so far. And they took Otto Stenberg. So they took 2 centers, so 2 forwards. So you're thinking now they probably go defense. So if we just go by best defenseman available, we had Tom Willander. Obviously, Nitian Morin is obviously on there too. Theo Lindstein. Those are the big ones right there. So really, you're probably looking at, I'm thinking Tom Willander, I think at this point. Willander, he's 6'1", 180, right shooting D-man out of Sweden. He's committed to Boston University next year. It's kind of an odd transition from Sweden over there. But as usual over here from the bench, Go. There you go. Go Leafs. Yeah. Leafs Nation up in here. Leafs. Toronto Maple Leafs are doing it. But unfortunately for me, once again, the graphic and the audio not coming in yet because the 29th pick for the St. Louis Blues is officially in. Okay, Theo Lindstein. So I had a defenseman. I went with the wrong one. So we went Theo Lindstein instead. This is the 6 foot tall, 180 pound D-man. Another Swede, obviously. Shooting left, though. Man, they are quick. They just literally, Elite Prospects has it up already. He, for the Björnes Swedish Hockey League, 32 games played, 1 goal, 1 assist for 2 points. So nothing too crazy there. The U18, the Hlinka Gretzky Cup, he had 5 games, 1 goal, 5 assists for 6 points. So, yeah, played a lot with the men in Björnes in the Swedish Top League. That's impressive for a U18 player. Had him all over the place, 41 for consolidated ranking. Elite Prospects didn't like him, 74th overall, 57 for FC Hockey, 36 for Chris Peters at Flow Hockey, 80th for Daily Faceoff, 36 for Hockey News, 26th for Bob McKenzie, 70th for McKeens, 27th by Craig Button, 24th by Sportsnet, 29 by HPR Shane Malloy, 52 by Recruit Scouting, 60th by Dover Prospects, 40th by Draft Prospects Hockey, 62nd by Schmatt. So there we go. Another D-man gone. Go Theo Lindstein with the pick. Congrats to Theo. Ladies and gentlemen, if you ever wondered what this program was all about before I became a hockey card channel, essentially, and a little bit of hockey talk. We used to just talk sports, just hockey and football and everything else. This is the co-host. That is the one and only T Ward, ladies and gentlemen. What a absolute beaut. Got the flow going. He went all in on the mullet. Loves it. Thinks it's the greatest thing of all time. Good on him. I have a harder time doing it. I have to let it get. The problem with mullets and stuff, you just gotta get to let it get to that certain point. And the problem with me is I have a job where I have to half decently professional half the time. And so to let it get to that point is the hard part. Right? I gotta let the what did I just say? Just keep on shaving the sides and leaving the back, I guess. It's a little harder for me, I guess, but jealous of him. Jealous of T Ward for sure. That man is living the absolute dream. Hanging out with all the boys out west in Berta. Again, just an absolute legend in T Ward. Okay, so St. Louis is off the board now. Back to us, right? Is that right? Toronto, St. Louis, Carolina. I don't think Carolina's made any trades Should be Carolina. Maybe they make a trade, though. Don't maybe have to call Jumbo. I don't want to call Super Joe over here to get a trade done at the last minute, move us back. But if I have to pull some levers, I will. I'm not afraid to use my power over here. Might have to, because Carolina Hurricanes, their pick at number 30 is officially in. So there we go. The pick is in for Carolina. I don't think they've started walking up there yet. No, the Blues logo is still on the background. Shanny and them walking behind Brad Treliving. That's his name, right? So what we're looking at here for, there you go, Carolina's now up on the board. You're probably looking at a forward, right? You get Burns, you got a bunch of guys there. I don't think you're on defense, would you? Could. Well, some offensive upside, maybe like an Ethan Gauthier. Right? Probably. I'm thinking that's probably your best bet. We got. Nope. Bradley Nadeau, another different forward. A ton of points. This is an 18-year-old out of St. Francois de Madawaska, New Brunswick. Hey, NB boy. Hey, NB boy. 5'10", 161 pounds. Man, they're fast. They already got it up. Played in the BCHL. People had him as maybe playing, going to Colorado because of this, because that's where Cale Makar came from. But he had 50 in 54 games, had 45 goals, 68 assists for 113 points. In the playoffs, 17 games, had 17 goals, 18 assists for 35 points. He was ranked 31st, 35th, 35th, 39th, 42nd, 35th, 31st, 27th, 46th, 37th, 45th, 43rd, 34th, 32nd. So end of the first, very start of the second. So if you just like this kid, you're going to take him. There you go. Bradley Nadeau. We got Rob the Bod there. Rob's like, look, we're going to get you eating friggin' all the carbs. We're going to bulk you up, kid. You're going to look like me in 2 years. You're going to be a stud. You're going to, be bench pressing 380 to start every lift. But yeah, that's Rob Brindamore. Some guy up there in just a long sleeve shirt, no blazer. Some guy's just an absolute unit up there. Probably just one of Rob's gym buddies that he said, I'll bring you up if we draft a guy. Just a long sleeve sweater. But Bradley Nadeau, there we go. New Brunswick boy. Congrats. Pretty exciting. We don't get a whole lot of them, okay? We got like Jake Allen, Philip Myers. We're not loaded up over here in New Brunswick like Nova Scotia is with McKinnon and Marchand and Crosby and all these guys. We're a little limited over here in New Brunswick. It's getting better though. I'm telling you, looking at even the Q draft, and we're popping out kids left, right, and center. So Bradley Nadeau, Josh Nadeau, 100-point season in the BCHL. Kent Johnson had 101 points. Alex Newhook, who we just traded for Colorado, 102 points in 2018-2019. So Bradley Nadeau had more than all of them. He had 113. His brother, Josh Nadeau, had 110. So a little brother connection there, unless they just so happen to share the same last name. But there you go, Bradley Nadeau, BCHL Brunswick boy. Brunswick, Canada, going to the Carolina Hurricanes. And that means, once again, we'll take the Hurricanes logo off because on the clock now is the Colorado Avalanche. See what we get here. Apparently, I gotta wait to the last pick. Apparently, Vegas is gonna make me hold this graphic and everything in because at pick number 31, the draft pick that one of the 2 draft picks that Colorado got in the Alex Newhook deal is officially in. So, see who Colorado picks next. It's been one of those drafts. We picked Callum Ritchie out of Oshawa. Come on. You know you want to take Etienne Mora. Left shot E-man. Put him out there with Bowen Byram. All right, in that second pairing in a couple of years. Yeah, you still got Cale Makar and everybody. Maybe move on from Sammy G at that point. Josh Manson over there. Morant throws the body too. Just want to put that out there. Super Joe, if you're listening to me. Listen up here. Come on, Etienne Morin. Not who I thought it was. Not my Etienne Morin. Okay. I was hoping here. That's fine. Mikhail Gulyayev, number 23 overall on Bob McKenzie's. He's a 5'10", 170-pound D-man. Left shooting. Once again, can think of a better D-man to draft here. That's fine, though. He is projected. So he played Omsky Yastreby, 22 games, played 2 goals, 23 assists for 25 points. Playoffs had 17 games, 2 goals, 8 assists for 10 points. So he's Russian. A little undersized, left shooting. That's fine. What do we got here? 27th, 30th, 16th, 33, 25, 28, 23, 19 by McKean's. Craig Button has him with 41. Craig Button's not smart anyways. 23 by Sportsnet, 28 by HPR, 42, 30, 25. So yeah, he's right around this range, right? That same thing at late first, early second draft pick. There we go. I'm a fan now. I gotta be. Galiev is my new guy. Could have been pretty excited. That's Etienne Morin. You guys are gonna see a backflip out here. But yeah, Callum Ritchie and Galiev. That's our two picks. Oh, I don't know how I feel about the underbeard. Just on the. It's quite the look, Gal. I'm happy for you, kid. Happy for you. Happy for you. We're good. Showing some good defensive plays here. Some good blocks. A little raw on the line for sure. I don't know. They saw something in him for sure. But there we go. The pick was done. Now, on the clock, the final one, I'll make it bigger. Do you want to know why I'll make it bigger for them? Because they re-signed my boy. They re-signed Ivan Barbashev. So I got to give them all the love. I do not know what I just moved. Resign my boy. And they're Stanley Cup champions. So on the clock. Here they are. Here they are. The Vegas Golden Knights. And they ruined it. If you guys didn't know. So this is... We'll let this go through. Then I get to show you as a graphic. There's very few of you guys in here. That's fine. But... I was pretty happy with this. I thought we were going to get like a bunch of trades. Thought it was going to be awesome. Thought it was going to be a good time. Could use this audio clip. I was actually kind of worried the audio clip was going to get me like taken down, but that's fine. So here we go. They've got all the love in the last little bit. But the Vegas Golden Knights taking that long walk up to the stage. So what do they need? Did they add to the defense core over there? Do they throw a forward in there? Ethan Gauthier probably is your best available, or Tom Willander. Those are probably your two big. You can see a Riley Height though, WHL. They love their old. Is he a sassy boy? He's a sassy boy. Okay, we're going Riley Height. He's the draft pick. I'm gonna call it now. Vegas Golden Knights. The pick is in. 1 second. Audio. Yeah. There we go. Vegas is in. They did it right. They only got like 5 guys up there. And that's a team that has just won the Stanley Cup. They got 30 guys up there. So let's see who we got here. Last pick, Vegas Golden Knights. Last pick, some Swedish kid. I think of Enstrom. David Edstrom. 6'3", 187-pound. Left shooting center. All these places have him 42nd, 28th, 23, 30th, 56, 37 by Bob McKenzie, 23, 31, 25, 30th, 42, 52, 63, 54. Played well in the Helsinki Gretzky Cup. Had 4 points, 5 games, 1 goal, 3 assists. Played a little bit in the Swedish Hockey League this year. 11 games, had 2 goals, 2 assists for 4 points. Had 28 points in 28 games for the under 20 national team. So there you go. So big boy, once again drafted 32nd, last pick of the first round for the Stanley Cup champions. Just keep on putting some big boys out there. I know someone had a comment. The Colorado Avalanche was like one of the smallest teams last year when they won. Maybe, but I don't know by bulk. Like that's Sammy G probably brings that down pretty big as a defenseman. New Hook probably did back then. I don't know. There's a couple of guys that would have brought it down, but the main big guys on that team, your top 6 is like Gabe Landeskog, Nate McKinnon, Mikko Rantanen, Makar, Byram, Banson, like big Valnick, like those are your guys that win that thing for you. But there we go. So they didn't get to use it. I'm pretty upset about it. I got a trade logo here. I'm gonna put this up here. I was super excited about it. I had trade alert. See, trade alert. We're gonna put a trade alert when there was a trade. I was super excited about it. And not only did I have that, on top of that, I had this.
We have a trade to announce.
Nope, nothing. Never got to use it. Just a night of, I guess everyone was having too good of a time. Too much of a party down there in Nashville, which I heard is a good time. But not the case. Put the Colorado Avalanche logo again. A lot of teams picking multiple times in this draft, in this first round. It's an exciting time. Tomorrow, another big day for all these young kids, right? You get second round, third round, all this stuff. Like it's a busy day. I believe it starts pretty early in the morning, everything else. But big day for all these kids. Exciting time. All their dreams have come true, right? This is all you've worked for years and years and years. See it finally come to realization. It's a pretty awesome feeling, I'm sure. So hopefully you guys enjoy this. Like I said, try to do some of these once in a while. I just thought, once again, same as when I open cards or do this or do anything, I'm going to do it anyways, right? I'm going to watch this draft anyways. I probably would have stuffed in my face a little more if I wasn't watching it with you guys. But when this comes to cards or drafts or card shows or PSA reels, like I record it, I put it up on the internet for you guys to watch, because I'm going to do it anyways. May as well share it with some other people on here and, become friends with a lot of you guys, I'm sure, after time. There's quite a few of you guys through Instagram and stuff that I've met and I talked to. And a lot of you guys I've never met in person, but I talked to you guys all. There's quite a few of you that we talk kind of like on a weekly basis. It almost feels like sometimes some of you guys it's almost even more than that. So once again, appreciate all of you guys for watching. It's a 3-hour and 44-minute live stream. That's how long that draft is, just under 4 hours. But appreciate every one of you guys for watching, commenting, liking, whatever it is. Hopefully you guys have a great rest of your night. For Eric from the bench, we'll talk to you guys later.